says, hey, give me a try at this pug mount. Maybe it's going to be instead of 5 Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet's one of those heroes that definitely has
Nature's Prophet's one of those heroes
like a tinker. He can just go farm some much like a tinker. He can just go farm some lane in the map and then leave. Kind of a bit of a tougher kill, but kind of a bit of a tougher kill, but still quite dangerous. Also, potential for some really cool spell steals here from the Pugna skill sets. Notably, I think anything you can really steal from the Pugna, I think anything you can really steal from the Pugna most notably is going to work really nicely for your team, or even as a defensive really nicely for your team. Probably less so against the Pugna, but even more so against the Pugna, but even more so against someone like Slark. Even better, go ahead and decrep up that Slark, save someone that the Slark is being attacked by, save someone that the Slark is being attacked by, because he can just dark pact off that decrep. I think there's a lot of potential for someone to literally just get deleted off the map here, literally just get deleted off the map here nicely, with a Soul and Decrep into a nicely stacked, into a nicely little stack of Sanity's Eclipse here. Would be a very hard hammer to get dropped, but would be a very hard hammer to get dropped, but well, so see it. I could very well so see it.
Prepare for battle. Prepare for battle.
Make sure I have this right. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here as we check out what lanes are going to be looking like so far in this game. Game number 3 here in this best of 3 series. Game number 3 here in this best of 3 series is semi-final. Would decide who goes on to the upper bracket. Would decide who goes on to the upper bracket final. That word's going to get spotted out immediately as Nando. Quick to ping that one out. To see a D ward there quite early. Probably likely to see a D ward there. Interesting. Usually, I feel like maybe it's a regional thing. Interesting. Usually, I feel like maybe it's a regional thing. The position 4 tends to be picking up the boots first with a tends to be picking up the boots first with a instead he's opted for a more for a more for a more standard, I want to say, for a more standard, more traditional, that's the word, set of more traditional, so no boots, set of 2 tangos, so no boots, a G2 branch, that sort of thing. Although Grimm's with an interesting build, I believe he must have at least probably bought these wards. See who bought them? I thought they used to be able to. In any case, probably his wards, but only has the tangos so far, nothing else. As always, going with the Nature's Call. Here goes Seal, likely to try and get a skewer off the rune here. Nando positioned quite nicely to try and prevent it, but nope, Seal's just going to go ahead and pick that one up casually. Skewer back to safety, and 496 will get 3 of 4 bounty runes to start this game off. Giving them a nice little lead here. Once again, looking mid lane. This has been the mid lane matchup to really look at. 4, 5, 8 going up against Kim. There you are, Kim. What a look at this beautiful blocking coming out so far by both sides. As finally we'll get some creep on the low ground. They end up just in the middle. And Seal actually getting the D ward much earlier than probably anticipated. We'll TP back to the top lane. So it looks like we're gonna have maybe some lanes getting swapped out here. Nando, yep, gonna go in and try and TP down bottom. Wants to be laning up against this lifestealer. Would have rather not get this matchup here against the 2 melees here as MP. We'll go ahead and TP. Nope, he's gonna get that cancel. That's gonna be quite a significant cancel as well. That just gives so much room, so much more room for farm down here. Gonna leave Nando all alone down bottom lane, so he's gonna get bullied a little bit by the Rubik. Nothing too crazy, because Rubik's not the strongest laner, but should be significant, a little bit less of a lead for him. But for now, that'll leave 3 heroes up top lane as Eris begins to pump in the damage. Level 1 return, already at max stack, so already be careful for this skewer. Skewer in back in a tower, probably into a nice activation of Retaliate. Certainly could end his day. And finally, I think really for the first time, we're finally going to see what 458 looks like when he gets a better mid lane matchup for himself. He was still able to make some decent work happen both games, regardless of how mid lane turned out. That's exactly right. This one could transcend expectations here as we see what he can turn out of this one. Already 8-2, just about even with the Ember Spirit so far, as Van might be in a bit of trouble. Looks like they did already use the skewer. And they'll go ahead and activate up the Retaliate damage. Mid lane, there's going to be that nice bit of Flame Guard doing a whole lot more work this game. Equilibrium, thank you for all my mana back. Look at this, Searing Chains not going as well as you want. I suppose of all the mid laners that you would traditionally go up against, Ember can't be the worst. As Nando might be in a bit of trouble now. Did get the pounce out, but it was smartly blocked there by Killua and immediately dropping the tip after as well. Gonna be a big mental game this time between both teams, trying to keep it together. We did see a 4-5-8 buyback very early on previously, and you can see already he's kind of forcing, or at least bodying Kim out of this lane, most literally. Finally, Grims will be able to come down bottom lane after first blood spills via the Slark. And that, so far, a little bit of a Palmer at laning stage. No ganks made at mid so far. This one works out for them. Looks like he didn't actually get the Ashel on him. Got him onto a creep. Still gives you plenty of health back, though.
This reward transcends expectations.
Heroes are a bit loud. I'll go ahead and turn him down just a touch. I don't know, Ember just seems so loud. Sometimes they're very loud, sometimes they're to be quite quiet. As Seal running from his life from a level 1 Pugna. Luckily to come support him maybe as 4-5-8 if he can be bothered, but so far he's just going to stay in lane, continue CSing as he's doing. Now extended his lead 24-7 compared to 16 and 3. Does leave the Centaur all alone up top lane, so he's going to get a nice bit of harass. Actually, could be in a bot of trouble there. There's going to be the hoof stomp getting dropped as Eris continuing to just lay in these auto attacks, but of course, with that retaliate, it does a nice bit of damage back to himself too, doesn't it? Are so calm. This might be our first little bit of interesting bit in the game. Actually, again, nothing too crazy. But with more levels in the Flame Guard, he's actually not going to be able to get so much mana back from the Equilibrium. Therefore, up to 8 stolen hits already. Wow. Therefore, it's not going to be as good for... it's not going to... He's starting to get less and less mana back, essentially. Unless he can get it right in the middle of the creep wave, which he's been doing a decent job of. As Seal trying to find a kill here. Shockwave will pull Eris slightly back, but that's a very fast Pugna. And although... Almost got it there, actually. Now he might just pay for this one, getting a little bit too aggressive, as Kim will go ahead and drop a tip. And as will Eris, will Van follow suit? Not quite yet. Gonna go ahead and wait on it for now. So this is a really cool matchup because I feel like usually Slark doesn't mind really trading too many blows during laning stage, especially because it does help you build up these essence shifts, as I've said multiple times now. Loves an extended team fight. However, UA also doesn't really mind managing to trade some blows because, as you can see, does have some nice lifesteal abilities. Now Grimm's in a bit of trouble. It has no mana for the teleportation. There's going to be the Rage to help try and secure this kill. Zap not needed, but DatVB from the low ground will secure the kill. And now, in a change of fate, Kim going to be relegated to the jungle, while for the most part, 4-5-8 continues to farm. He's even going to find a rune here. Going to be sitting quite pretty in terms of health as top lane. Centaur, decrepified, will land the hoof stomp onto one as Eris falling a bit low. There's the toss, up and down he goes. Red now in a lot of trouble, has the stick charges, but he might be able enough to find the kill. There's going to be the salve getting popped, not going to get disrupted, or broken rather, by the Nether Blast, and now maybe in a bit of trouble will be, that's a lot of bonus damage, plus 101 there, as Red and Seal will both be able to be just too tanky, honestly, for Signal to be able to put him down. They had the regen, and they were looking A-okay. As Grimm's now getting involved. This is the standard position for nonsense you tend to see. Just boots and tangos here. And already 4-5-8 extended his lead mid lane, 46-18 compared to only 28-3. He's up a solid level at the very least, but Ember can really get nowhere near this lane. It's just way too dangerous for him right now. He's going to go ahead and get banished up as the creep wave begins to demolish this tier 1 tower. Demolish is a little bit of a... maybe a bit of a dramatic turn, but still very effective here. Centaur now going to get a nice bit of damage here. Anti-synergy there. Tree toss, I believe, is another right click. Yep, physical, so that damage getting neglected by Look at this, full mana, just back to full immediately. Super cool hero. But Tree Toss not going to do any damage there thanks to the Decrepify. And this red just extremely tanky. One Bracer and he's up to 1200 HP. Only at level 5 as well.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And it's been doing okay so far, but this is not the matchup that he was really wanting, nor is it anything like last game here. As we get 2-man gank here. Looks like Eris might be the target here. Do we have a lift? We do. It's still very short, but it might be enough. Actually managed to dodge out the stun, but in the middle of 3 heroes, beautiful avalanche onto all 3 here. Eris still running for his life. The skewer will connect. A second Nether Blast will drop as well, but I think he's just going to be creating enough space. That's a full magic wand up on him already. Going to go ahead and cancel that salve, which is a bit frustrating as you get pulled back a little further. This is just such a fast hero. There's not mana for a lift. You got another Fadeable in a few more seconds, which will be more than enough damage to kill him off. Down he goes. Dappy be securing the kill, but more space to farm elsewhere on the map. Seal getting a little bit too close. I thought for sure Van was just going to scare him off, but instead Seal got a little bit too close and ends up falling over. Third game now in this best of series. So far, pretty close. OD 458, that is, having a pretty nice lead so far in the mid lane, thanks to a much better matchup. Now I say that though, this top lane is starting to get a few more kills. That's the second kill almost consecutively that they've gotten up here. Now they'll actually send Kill UA up here. So that's going to open up a bit more of the, a bit more room generally for Nando to start farming up. He's already got his level 6. Midas should be coming soon. He's going to go for the brown boots, but he's already got the recipe in his inventory. Looking top lane. Grim's teasing me. He's juking me out here with the movement, but they will send 458 up here. Decided they need to put an end to the luck they've had in this top lane. That TP did get scouted here by this ward in the lane, so Kim is able to pretty much get a little bit of farm back while they attempt for this kill top. But that's a beautiful ward in the mid lane and a really great rotation from Signal. They definitely know that they can't afford to slow this roll down in the momentum. They can stop farming for a little bit, but if they end up dying here, and immediately once he's back on the map, they're back into the lane. But if they do end up dying here, it's just so much more pressure that they're able to apply here onto the Slark as a result, and they can't afford that. Nando definitely needs to get a good lead. This is not a hero that plays well from behind at all. Needs to have a really good laning stage. And so far, he's not off to the best start, but he does have his Midas well before 10 minutes. Not well before 10 minutes, but at least at an appropriate time. His Van might be in a bit of trouble here. There's Sanity's Eclipse. Will not be able to find a kill onto anyone yet, and the Netherward being quite annoying. But Van will be in a bit of trouble here. Does not have Avalanche nor the Tree Grab, as he is losing all of his intelligence. Up to 9. We did even hear the Stampede get dropped as well. And cool guys, don't look at kills that come out of your banishment. Astral imprisonment. Look at that. He didn't even. He got 2 kills. He's not even gonna 458. Not even gonna look at either of them. And indeed, he's gonna drop the tip on top of that. So a much better start for 458. He finally leaves the lane. He'll come back to see Ember. You know, the same level. Well, almost the same level as he is. With a few more items here, but not nearly recovered. Where is Kim going? He's being quite aggressive here. Gonna try and go for the kill here. This is a kind of an interesting move from Kim. Gets very aggressive. Still no RP, so there's going to be no punish immediately, but decides to throw out 2 remnants at him. There's Van. We'll get a bit of damage here onto the Lifestealer. Looking down bottom, Nando. Now I'm going to be farming here against Red. Going to be doing A-okay. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, he's not too far behind, as well as this Midas being a pretty good timing. See if you can get the Midas onto the creep. Look at that. Perfect efficiency. No chance to get the deny off there. Looking top lane. 3 heroes, as well as plenty of trains pushing. You have 458 rotating in. Are there TPs on the rest of the team? There is, but it's only Kill UA who's already here. It'll be enough to scare him away from the tower. Okay, you need to get this Nether ward down. There it goes. Equilibrium dropped already. Tiny now as well on the backlines. Kill UA going to try and focus on Eris. He's just going to TP out. Is the lift there? It is indeed. Looks like that's going to be a very, very dead Pugna. He does have the life drain. Nothing to interrupt it, but they still will be able to find the kill. OD not falling very low. It's a lot of momentum loss. If he dies here, down he goes. Finally, they'll pop the Stampede, but a beautiful Avalanche perfectly held as Van. We'll get onto all 3. Likely still to die, but it should at least allow Grims to leave. And overall, you do lose your off lane, but you get a very important kill onto this mid lane. Slows his momentum down a lot. This is a very snowbally hero. much like Tusk is. Sorry, I was gonna make a joke, and then I decided not to. I wanted to be serious, but then I still made the joke anyway. As Nando not gonna connect here. Second just gonna go for this free kill onto DappyB. Gonna go ahead and pop that Shadow Dance, and down he goes. Gonna be a nice kill for him, giving him plenty of room to farm. But any kill you can get on this OD is time he's off the map. That's time this Ember can do a little bit of catch up. He's doing okay so far. In the third position here, Nando as well, especially with that Midas, gonna be getting some core items. This time looking like he's gonna be going for the first item, Shadow Blade, as he will stack his camp once again. Level 6 coming soon on the Magnus, likely after this farm gets camped, but no RPs seen yet. Blink Dagger soon here onto the Tiny as well, going to be a critical item. Take a look at some other items on the map. There's OD, already has his own Force Staff, will really help him out of a bind, especially since he did get trapped in that tree. And he's actually going to be trying to steal this stack as well, going to have completely full mana coming out of this one. Here, Slark might have something to say about it, but this is not going to be a fight he really wants to take here. It's the same level, doesn't have the Shadow Dance, already losing most of his ints, only up to 29. Tiro, not the best ints. I guess it's not the best, the worst one in the game, isn't it? Kind of Slark's whole point, though. He's not going to have great ints gain or just attribute gain, because you're supposed to just get essence, right? That's the whole point of the hero. Regardless, level 6 now up on the Magnus, so that's going to be potentially an RP coming. Blink Dagger almost up yet, as they will finally get that tier 1 down, thanks to the help of the Nether Blast. It's 2 tier 1s taken so far, as only 1 taken on the side of 4 and 9, 6. You'd have a bit of an advantage there. Nando getting in the butt of harass damage there. Other than that, pretty calm. 7 and 9 going to be the kill score, only 15 minutes into the game. Van now has enough gold for the Blink Dagger. Probably going to go ahead and purchase that from the side shop. Pugna, no boots yet, just the Windlace. That's all you need, right? This gives, what, a flat bonus now again? They changed it back, so no boots yet on the Pugna. This Midas, about halfway there now, thanks to, I'm sorry, the Shadow Blade, rather, on the Slark is now about halfway there. Kim's got the Drums of Endurance, going to be going for the Maelstrom, so nothing out of the ordinary here. And BKB, again, I mean, listen, the BKB is a very good item. You absolutely need to buy it. I think he should maybe just finish off, at least get the Dragonlance. Give you a little bit more room to play with. And then maybe you can decide if you need to finish off the BKB or if you can afford to finish off the Hurricane Pike. I just feel like, I don't know what the thing with mids and getting BKB is. I think it's too early here, as he might get gone on here by 1. Although Van is here, maybe an RP will be coming soon. It will indeed, and their sanity's close up as well to make sure they burn all the mana off. Kim still managed to get the 1 remnant off, but he cannot travel to it, or can he? He's going to get banished, so he's going to be very dead. But there's going to be a full team fight coming now. It looks like it's going to be swinging the way of 4, 9, 6. 2 cores down already for them. Now Air is trying to do whatever you can, but unlikely to do a whole lot here, as Nether Blast is stolen. Very good spell to seal. And now probably go ahead and push a mid-tier tower. They do actually find the kill onto OD as well as Magnus. How did OD, what did he die to? Died to Nether Ward, it looks like. That'll do it. Nether Ward as well as a toss. Dropping the hammer and using all your spells is just going to burn so much health off of you. Kind of one of the things I was kind of afraid of, and something I've been neglecting thus far, is that sure, your OD wants to take these long fights, but he's just going to be burning off all of his health the more and more damage he's doing. And he's going to go straight into this bottom lane. Equilibrium activated already. He does have the Force Staff, he wants to use it. Going to get caught in here. Still has this. Oh, he's Force Staff forward, actually. He doesn't even have it. Might be in a spot of trouble. He's got an Astral now. He's going to need to use it. He's going to actually use it aggressively, and he will pay for that. Van was probably going to kill him regardless, but that'll certainly seal his fate there. And Van getting the double kill straight after losing a team fight on the Shrine. So that's 2 very quick consecutive deaths here for OD, which is something you really never want on a hero that really relies on momentum in this mid game. Nando doing a-okay for himself so far. He's got the Shadow Blade, maybe after that last kill. I don't know if it's quite been revealed yet, but still continuing to farm quite nicely is Kill UA. He's got the Relic now and the Radiance. It should be enough gold, indeed it is. And it looks like now they're going to be trying to defend this tier 2 here, as Nando will find DappyB. Likely not going to be able to live here at all. Way too much burst damage for him. 458 now has respawned, as the aggressive tips will come out and the tier 2 will go down. Doesn't look like 496 will be able to mount a defense onto this. As another ward is down, will be preventing them. They still do have the Stampede should they want to use it. They will catch at least Eris here, which is going to be not too bad. At least it's a kill. Still doesn't have boots, by the way. Going to be going straight into the Spirit Vessel, just straight up ignoring any boots. He says, I move fast enough, damn it. I don't need boots. There's going to be that Radiance reveal, however, but you get the tier 2 tower and only drop your support Pugna, which, you know, is not the best trade, but that's one I'd be willing to make any day of the week, really. Especially on Valentine's Day. What did someone ping? I will purchase Boots of Speed. Yeah, well, I'll get him eventually midnight, okay? I'll get him eventually. And like I said, 458, much like Kim did last game, will be committing towards the BKB. He's already got the Ogre Club. I guess you could turn that into the Dragonlance, but unlikely at this point. As Van gonna get scouted here. Red would very much like this Arcane Rune, as imprisoned will be Nando. However, you have tossed him up. There's gonna be the Stampede come out. What you've stolen toss. As that PB will, I'm gonna toss him a little bit back, give him a taste of the own medicine into 5 heroes. Down he goes. Kill UA getting the kill credit there. So the rest of the team will disengage. Grim's continuing to farm. I forgot this isn't Eris, so he doesn't quite have the Orchid in his quick buy just yet. Nice fancy steal there coming out from Dat BB, able to toss Tiny back into the waiting arms of his team. Once again, Kim going for BKB really early on. This makes more sense to me because with a 10-second BKB, you know, OD can do nothing but just stand there and look angry as he blocks his own camp. Like, there's just nothing you can do. I mean, sure, you can give him the RP and hold him down for a few of those seconds. Skewer does not pierce BKB, however. Had to double check. But past that, there's not a whole lot you can really do once you're BKB'd as an OD. You just have to just wait. Clark going to be finishing off the Echo Saber here. In fact, he might have this Ogre Club coming on the courier. Indeed, he does. As we're going to get a Yasha into the Manta style coming out from Kill UA. A very similar build to what we've seen previously. Nando going to try and get this deny off. And he's not going to be able to, but he will gladly trade some blows here. So far, 3 in stolen, as off and away goes that range. Moving at 412. Now there's going to be a toss up in the air. Will be Seal. Does not manage to biff the Skewer, and off and away he goes, but Stampede is committed for that. TPing just away in the nick of time will be Grimmins, and he's actually going to go ahead and fight Kill UA now. RP onto 2, this might be good. You do have a Sandy's Eclipse if you want to drop it. There's no Plague Ward yet. He will go ahead and drop that, but look how low he is now. He will actually probably die after he comes out of this, and then what a team fight for Signal this has turned into. Signal going to go ahead and slap him through the trees with a tree. I heard you like trees, so I slapped you with a tree through the trees, and what a lesson that was indeed. I thought that was going to go so well for 496, but I think they were just way too low and on the back foot to really take that fight. And now DatBB in a lot of trouble. Nando even stopped to tip Kill UA before jumping in, but that's a really good spell to seal. 496, DatBB getting the Flame Remnants. Very beautiful fight coming out from Signal Ultra. A little bit too much burst damage for them to handle. No BKBs popped yet either. There's going to be, like I said, very first item before Brown Boots, finally getting picked up here by Eris, but first item Spirit Vessel. Certainly going to ruin the day here of Kill UA. I don't believe, I do believe that it is dispellable though, is it not? By Rage. So it's not going to make the biggest difference. It will be nice for when he's just open wounds and trying to recover HP. But other than that, not going to be anything too crazy here. Kill UA looks like he's going to be also going for this attack speed build. I guess this attack speed build is just super in, and I'm not up to date on it. Give him that empowerment, as is necessary. Level only 1 in... Oh, sorry, level 4 in power, of course. As 4, 5, 8 will be closing in now onto the Black King Bar. Nando as well, making decent progress. Still farming considerably nicely. Only 2, 1, and 3, so he's not going to get the 15, 0, and 8 game that he did last time, but still a pretty strong performance thus far in the series. Let's take a look at some of the supports now, why don't we? This is a cool item. Medallion gonna be bought up here on the NP. You turn that into from the Blightstone. I believe that's all about it. And actually the Vladimir's offering. So much like we've seen previously, this is still gonna be a pretty farmed team overall, save for the Pugnut, who still has enough money for a Spirit Vessel. Who's really slacking, well not slacking, but really lacking in gold, rather. It's going to be the Rubik. He did get this first item, Force Staff, which is going to be very, very necessary, especially against a Slark, because you can break that leash with Force Staff. Also hurting for money right now is going to be Seal, although they might change if they can find this skill on Slark. Very likely, my goodness, not even giving him a chance. Dropping the hammer immediately. They're going to see if they can find anyone else in the mid lane rotating over. There's going to be that 10-second BKB coming out from 458. What can you do if you're even Ares right now? There's nothing. Red getting the kill there with the stomp, as Kim can do nothing but watch. Has his own BKB of his own, but with no backup, no teammates, especially with no Nando, you definitely do not go in here. Very big power spike coming out from 496, and nice display of aggression from 458. Able to find a kill there, much needed to put a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spring back in his step, if you will.
Radiant are scanning.
Signal, maybe thinking they're going straight for the Roche. We'll go ahead and scan it. But gonna get that information from there. Is they're indeed not Roshing. Very good fight for 496. Very nice 2 picks to have. And Slark still dead on the map. Almost has his BKB, but it's still going to be 1,000 gold off. Even probably more important, dies with Midas on cooldown. Off of cooldown. Always hurts to see. Manta style up on Life Stealer now. Kill UA. Getting another core item here as he will transition now into that not Aether Lens, sorry. As they will transition into the Assault Curious. Aether Lens, I was going to say, maybe Aether Lens here onto Eris. Usually you see the Pugnas, instead of rushing a Spirit Vessel with only having I mean, look how much faster he is now. They might be able to find a kill. Indeed they will. They're going to find the Rubik just farming out and about. However, they might even get a little bit more. Here's Centaur. There's the Force Staff to break the leash. Are they going to fight up this high ground? It looks like they will. Kim charging in, still has his BKB. He's going to dodge out the stomp, but still go in. There's going to be the Stampede. Trying their best to escape as Kill UA going to focus now on the Grims, but he's going to get decrepified. Now Nando trying to do whatever he can. There's going to be the RP getting canceled. The second one will do the trick. They finally will be able to get Grims in the backline. Now Van running for his life. BKB is going to be 458. Up to 20 stolen ins. Down goes one more as well. Kill UA with the triple kill now as Nando will fall. Did his best to try and man fight, but could not do it. Is not quite strong enough. Only 6 stolen into there. All permanently anyway, but it's going to be a great fight for 496. A complete reversal of what we just saw not too long ago, and 496 is going to turn this right into a Roshan, which they definitely need to do, considering we did just get a few buybacks coming out from 496. Red as well as Seal both buying back there to make it worth it, but still very well worth it indeed. As Searing Chains will get stolen. Potential to get a steal here out of this Ember. He does have a Remnant back, but he would need to put one in there. I believe if it works... Uh-oh. Keep an eye out here. I suspect we're not going to see anything come from this, especially with so little mana on OD, but that potential to be dangerous. Should be... It's a kind of a slow Roche thus far, but a Roche nonetheless it is. Taking their very sweet time, but eventually Aegis will be on the Life Stealer. And I think this is, I think if you're 496, you can kind of choose to be sort of, you can choose to be not picky here. You can kind of just, you don't have to, you're not on a timer here. I believe with the OD, as well as the Life Stealer, you're gonna outgrow this Slark. I think you might just use this as a farming Aegis, get your lanes pushed out, get everyone back to full HP. If you take a fight, you take a fight, and that's great. But if not, I think you're pretty happy just farming, to be honest. In pretty deep is Kill UA, though. Going to cross the river here. Scan will come through, but they're not going to find NP farm in there. Taking a look now at the farm on Kim. That was his 10-second BKB in that fight, so it's going to be back down to 9. As the double damage rune is found by Nando, who might be able to find a killer. I'm not sure if Red's going to be the easiest target, but he does have the support from Grims. And there's going to be the leash, holding him back, but the Force Staff to break it almost immediately. Now it's going to be DaBaby Pravy, a little bit of trouble as he will get scouted, and that has a lot of health from one click, but not enough to kill him. And Centaur actually has enough money here for the Blink Dagger. is going to try and maybe make it to the side shop and find it first. But here is 458 going to be chasing, supported by Kill UA. Grim's in a really awkward spot now. He's in danger. But he's going to be A-okay. 458 will go ahead and TP into the mid lane. Going to be making his way towards the Scythe of Vice. Yes, 496 closing in on the AC now. He's going to continue farming it, especially with this Aegis. Like I said, they don't mind taking a fight right now. 496 will and definitely want to fight. Their team fight is, I want to say, a whole lot better, especially given just the synergies they have that are not too hard to pull off. Neither are Signals, to be fair, but I gotta say, RP into a nice Sanity's Eclipse is definitely going to be doing a lot of damage here. Bugner just needs to be there to get that Nether Ward dropped, cancel some Blink Daggers, and go to town. And here's Nando maybe in a bit of trouble. He's going to be trying to get his way out of here. Will be able to. No Magnus means that he's safe to go ahead and... Oh, Magnus was there, actually. And maybe just wasn't in range. It's all about 1,000 gold off of the Blink Dagger, rather. That was the Blink Dagger. It was the first BKB there for Nando. Forced to use it defensively and to TP out. Definitely not the one you need to be using. But they do know that Kill UA is going to be a little bit... farming, not out of position, but farming quite aggressively here. I don't know if they have the means to stop him, but he is incredibly alone right now. He is supported by 2. They do have Stampede off of cooldown now. They might be even trying to make a play onto Nando while his BKB is still on cooldown. Kim is spotted nearby, still has 3 drum charges to his name. Van has just picked up his Shadow Blade as well. He's actually quite farmed now. Finds himself in the top half of the leaderboard, but only slightly. As Eris will go ahead and run out of mana there. Eris really needs mana to drop this Nether Ward. It's so important. I mean, that'll do it. He's going to go ahead and disarm the Lifestealer there. Allow the back door to go ahead and regen that tower up to full. But unless they mount a defense here, it's likely this tier 2 tower is just down, especially considering with the aggressive Fortify coming out here from 496.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
On the top lane, Signal continuing to farm. Minus off cooldown.
Radiant's middle tower.
There we go. Beautiful. Closing in on the Silver Edge here. As it looks like they're going to make a play onto the high ground while they still have this Aegis. I do like this move. We're going to trap the Lifestealer in some trees. But 2 Force Staffs will get him out of there. And that'll be that. As Nando will go push high ground a little bit. At least threaten to push the high ground. It'll be an 8-second BKB. So BKB timers starting to run lower, which is going to make OD happier and happier as the game continues on. Cam should be down to still his only 9-second BKB, so BKB timing is going to be very, very important in this game. As they will smoke aggressively. Nando in a very awkward position here, but he could maybe try and, you know, flank them from the sides here. They go for these 20-minute runes. Here they go. First onto OD, but the 2 Force Staffs will have him out of harm's way relatively quickly. It's going to be a long route, but not long enough. They're going to go ahead and just TP their way out. They don't really want to be fighting here. Mag will be able to get out now. Nando maybe able to cut off the rest of the team here. Here's Red with the Blink Dagger, but that BB, uh-oh, you're in some trouble here, aren't you? Oh, a beautiful stomp, however. He's going to get lifted up first, but that BB maybe still dead here. He's going to steal Pounce for himself, though. That is a movement-based ability, which will let you leave. Now here's Kill UA, still with Aegis, ready to fight. Nando going to be trying manning up here, but without no Dark Pact, I'm not sure if that's a fight you want to take. Kim expelling all 3 Amendment Charges, trying to find a kill, but BB up into the high ground, and even saved by his own team. Kim has expended the BKB. Van trying to do whatever he can, almost finding the kill onto 458 with the tree, still so close. The lift will be able to save his life, though. Sanity's Eclipse dropped, not doing a whole lot of damage, as Nando not trying to do whatever he can. Eris with the life drain. The RP getting pump faked once, twice now. Still not available, not committing quite yet. As round onto the high ground goes Red. Oh, beautifully saved, though. You know, landed the skewer and the RP calling him a little bit close. They do have the vision on him. Does he have the pounce? He's gonna have another. Well, he has it now, honestly. But he's gonna be lifted back and towards the team. Here's 458 on full HP. Gonna go ahead and punish that little bit aggression. Aegis did expire in that fight, but a great fight nonetheless for 496, who don't lose a single soul and pick up 2 kills here. Now they'll begin to push high ground. Game number 3 here. So much on the line. Well, upper bracket, but still a much easier path to the grand finals here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A win here would at least guarantee 4th place in the Rampage series here, as being aggressive is going to be Dat to BB. He will catch the Ember Spirit. There's going to be the Rage. They're going to try and blow up the backlines here. They do have the damage to do it. Down he goes. Ember still alive as well. There's going to be the defensive Druid Crab onto the Van. However, Eris just getting absolutely ran down. Can they toss him back into a nice life drain? It doesn't look like they're quite able to, although with that, they just might be able to. There's going to be tons of damage coming through. He's going to get the Enrage off to go ahead and dispel the life drain, but he's going to be trapped inside the middle of some treants. Go ahead and just steal one of the guys. Why don't you? And down he goes, out he comes. Kill UA running for his life. Almost managed to get the Manta Dodge out of the way. The RP not up yet, so that's going to be a pretty big kill. And it goes to Kim. It's going to end a 5 times killing streak, giving 650 gold to him. Did pop the BKB for it, so he's now down to a 7-second BKB, but a very, very good kill for him. You do lose your tier 3, though, and the barracks as well as shrines are exposed, but very well worth it. MF True Sight up on the Centaur as well. Mag finally has his own Blink Dagger. Scythe of Vice on the OD. There's some big items coming out, and yet less than 1k separating the teams, and it's not really been in anyone's favorite too far. It's been a very good back and forth game. Infinitely scaling Slark, though, slightly scary. Same time, not really able to man fight into the Nake so much, is what we've been finding. Go ahead and get some damage done here. That's going to be the reveal there on the Scythe of Vice, as OD will go ahead and get chained up. So is the BKB. Van going to jump right onto him as they try and connect on the CC, but they will not be able to. Now Dappy defensively running for his life, which will be assisted by the stolen remnants here, and they have splintered the fight up in two, up in here, up in here. They're actually going to be going to cut him off. They know exactly where he's going because the treants and the creeps are chasing him. Van going to blink in and give him a nice little surprise of an avalanche. We'll see how soon Roche will respawn. But other than that, a kill on a support again, as well as a tier 2 tower. Is well worth your money. Not for the 20% evasion again, so it looks like that's going to be the pretty standard Talon build there. How's this OD building? 20 strength on the OD. Fair enough. Solar gonna be stepping out. Gotta use that Midas. There we go. Beautiful. Gonna be going for the Scotty next after he's completed the BKB. It's been a while since he's gotten an item. He has kind of gotten stopped in his tracks, but as has this OD. He's not had the greatest of times yet. He's 4, 4, and 12 still. He's got some very nice items too. Clocking in at, even with 4 stolen, he's clocking in at well over 150 intelligence. Compare that to the measly intelligence of Solark, almost, well, with essence, rather.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Not too far off, but still a good 80 to 90 lead. With that int multiplier, it becomes to get really scary very quickly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As they'll start on the bottom tier 2 here on the side of 496. Likely not going to be contested, as no Ando getting a little bit of the back and forth here from the Rubik. Last time at Spell Amp, 1 Syrian Chains, pretty standard. Remnants of game 1 here. In fact, we even had an Ember against a Lifestealer, so very, very similar. Surprised we haven't really seen too many Infest Bombs. He seems to be, not reluctant is the right word, but more just defensive with it. He wants to use it as an escape mechanism rather than a way to initiate, which is totally fine. It's been working out for him. We shall see how it goes for them so far. Is 4, 5, 8. Now gonna go ahead and find an Ember Spirit in the middle of his lane. There's gonna be the Hex. They also have the Astral, but not needed, as they will just delete him off the face of the earth without a trace. Rest in pieces, Kim. Down he goes. Look at all this damage getting done here. Ooh, so much damage. It's gonna be a big kill. You do use 2 of your big ultimates, but for off the map, as well as Roche just respawning quite recently, gives you a nice opening for Roshan here. It looks like they're going to be setting up for that with the D wards, as well as just scouting out anyone farming in the area. Nando going to go ahead and TP over 5 feet. We'll go ahead and cancel that. Seal did see him use Shadow Blade, did catch him under the fade delay, but I think they know that they might be setting up for Roche. Pings are coming out plenty, as they will spot Grimm's behind, trying to be a little bit sneaky. 496 or 458 rather, will go ahead and catch him. And he says, "Give me that int, thank you very much." Up to 36, and still at full mana as well. This is definitely a very nice Roche opening here. Nando going to be trying to split push these lanes, delay it as much as he can, delay the impending high ground push. As actually 458 might be in a bit of trouble here. They will buy back onto Grims here. He's going to be TVing right in the middle of this fight, but Odie is extremely low, and Nando from behind with a DD rune will get hexed up, but he's going to be able to purge that one off with a beautiful RP onto him. Might just be able to save the life and save the game here from almost certain disaster had 458 gone down there, but now Nando going to be in this extended team fight. 2 heroes in the middle of 4. Still, they will be able to find the kill onto 1, as well as even Kim and Eris finding the kill onto the backlines on the OD. Massive kill. Nando still has his DD rune, but will be expiring. Eris with a support life drain here. There's going to be the Stampede aggressively. Another buyback here. Roche buybacks, dude, are so... It's such in, dude, right now. Ember Spirit Kim gonna get run down. Does manage to get these Syrian chains off, be able to dodge that attack, and they will be able to find a kill onto the Rubik, who will buy back again. Here's Kill UA getting kited all the way out by 1. Ooh, the avalanche isn't there, but Kim able to kite him all the way back away from his team. They were able to just pick off a few heroes one by one, and now all of a sudden Signal Ultra setting up for the Roshan here. It's not too low. They do have a Solar Crest, but they can still definitely make another play here. Nake's still up. It's going to be a 4-on-5. There's going to be no RP, but at the same time, they're all out of remnants. There's no ultimates on this side either. We'll see what they decide to do here. Still up to 16 stolen ants compared to 11 essence shift, and it's getting close. He's just going to walk right in there. The stuns are coming through. We'll see who grabs this Aegis. No one's grabbed it yet. It's going to be Red. Dire getting the kill, and as well as the Aegis, though. And that's going to be quite the turn here as Nando trying his best to man fight. Is life stealing quite nicely here. Pouncing out of the pit, trying to find the kill on the OD. The chains certainly help, but Nando will focus now onto DabBB, finding the kill. Van on a killing spree, as well as OD will die back. Dead for 120 seconds now, and now Nando focusing, just completely stacking up here on the essence. He might go down here. Does not have the Aegis onto Red, who has just died, but now Kill UA will go in and pop that cheese that he also took. Didn't even see that one. Kill UA falling so low here. Nando regenning quite nicely. Seal almost having another RP, but it's not going to happen. There's the skewer. Another buyback onto Kill UA. You don't want to be taking this fight. 32 essence shift now. You might get Roche. You might get cheese. You might even get the Aegis, but you will not get any of these essence shifts, as they all belong to Slark. 39 essence, and that's a full wipe and a half there for Signal Ultra. All of a sudden, the balance of this game has just been shifted, been tossed up into the air by Tiny. And Signal Ultra, even though they don't have Aegis, they don't have cheese, they just got like 6-7 kills on that fight. There's no way anyone left on 496 has buyback, and indeed that's going to be the case. Every single hero has used buyback quite recently. Literally everyone's used buyback quite recently. Only one that might be able to have it is going to be the Magnus. He's just 200 gold short. Everyone else has bought back during that engagement, and now Nando with 28, not only 28 stacks of essence is going to be trying to man fight here. Kill UA going to be forced to retreat. They will land the pounds, but Red going to be forcing himself out. The Stampedes try and get out. You do have the RP on cooldown, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to get rooted up, though, in place. Can go no further. Kill UA going to get stopped by. Sprouted up as well. Will stop this chase in its tracks, most likely. That root will certainly help. They will connect the RP, though. It's going to be a little bit risky. They do not manage to get him in the skewer. The lift up in midair will secure the kill onto Kim. Grims might be in a bit of trouble, too. They will not be able to catch him now. More or less a clean out. You still do get those melee racks and the tier 3 tower, but what a fight for Signal Ultra. All of a sudden up 9k, 8k make that, but what a swing there. Again, I think it's just that decision making to have these super extended fights. You do have this OD, but he's just getting isolated and gimped out of the fight so quickly by heroes like this Tiny. The Pugna is able to do a lot of magic damage to him as well. It's just not working out, but they are positioned to push back here quite hard, and push they will. As Eris is going to blink forward. He will pay for this one, however. It's getting skewered back into the team. Down he goes, set for 70 seconds. You do have buyback here on Kim for 45. Looks like they're going to try and force this out, but I think you just let these mid barracks go. Maybe even let bottom go. They cannot get the Megas. I don't think they can end here either, as Nando is going to get involved. Does not actually land the pounds as he uses it defensively. 3k gold in the bag. You do have buyback onto the Slark as well. Unstealer does have one. Van gonna jump in with that fresh BKB. That BB gonna get forced back towards the team as Slark in a bit of trouble. He will be able to purge that off as well, but now he's gonna get stunned in the middle of 3 heroes. There's gonna be the Shadow Dance as he continues to stack up the essence. There's gonna be finally the Stampede Hammer getting dropped, and will not find the kill onto Van as Kim will respawn, try and isolate them, pick them off from the back, but he's only gonna get forced to pop his BKB and already on half HP. But here's Nando trying to find whatever he can. We'll see 458, but there's 3 enemy heroes here. I'm not sure if this is the jump you want to make. It looks like he's going to back off, and that's definitely the move, but he might just take a little bit of essence from Red, and then he'll leave. Good team fight again from Signal Ultra. They hold, they completely lose mid lane, and a lot of damage done to bottom, but a good hold nonetheless. Was there a buyback use there? There was, so Maybe not the buyback you really want to get. You know, that's not the buyback you dream of, but you do still hold on to your base.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's see what they can get done now. 458 completing the Dragon Lance for himself. 3k gold in the bag. Centaur War Runner. He's going to be building up. What is this? It's a Lotus Orb, is it not? Looking like he's going to be going for the Lotus now as we get some more and bigger items coming out. It's going to be a butterfly on this Slark coming soon. Is up to 11 Essence Shift as well. Lincoln Sphere up on the Ember. He's already got that Ultimate Orb. No buyback, so no reason to save some money now anyway. Force Staff up onto Eris as well. Van has the Ghost Scepter doing a lot of work here, allowing him to live just even a little bit longer. Can make such a difference here as Nando breaks some smokes, and he's going to get hexed. Actually, they don't even have vision here, but he does spot him. He's quick on the BKB as well as the Purge, but they're going to try and get themselves out of here. There's going to be the Abyssal Blade. He will go in and purge that one off as well as the team now comes in. There's going to be the RP. It's only onto one. It's onto the Ember, but that's going to burn off the duration of his BKB. He's even stuck in his own friendly Sprout, which is placed there to help him live a little bit longer. Getting clipped is Seal, which actually might just save the life of Red here, but 458 will still fall to Kim. The burn damage is there. Down he goes to the chains as well, and he's dead with no buyback for 90 seconds. Seal will somehow be able to escape there after clipping himself, but you're down your OD. Roche isn't up, but this team certainly is going to want to go for another push here. And bottom seems to be the lane of choice. My goodness. They might just go straight in. Looks like that's going to be the case. Drop a few Nether Blasts here onto this tower when there's no backdoor. Thank you very much. And they're just getting right in there. Doing plenty of damage. 496 ready to go in with the Abyssal Blade. He does not manage to get the stun off either. Nice little Dark Pact timing there. And they're going to go in and heal him back up. BKB getting dropped by Nando. Going to go in and get the life drained back to full. And this is a bottom lane of Barracks gone. See if they transition over to mid. You still have no OD for 30 seconds. Kim getting aggressive here. Does have the BKB in 5 seconds, but it's going to be down to a 5-second BKB as Red. Now Killier will drop out. Does he have the Abyssal Blade? He's going to have it in 14 seconds. Long cooldown on that one. Seal doesn't have the RP, so he can only do so much after missing the skewer. Now Nando maybe in a bit of trouble. Does have the RP, not the RP, rather the Dark Pact. He's going to be okay for now. Very tanky, very survivable man as the Treants will get started on this top tier 3 tower. The last tier 3 standing in the base for 496, but looks like they're going to back off with the returning OD here. Signal Ultra so far kind of in the driver's seat. They're definitely feeling it. They set the pace of this game for now, but so much can turn as we've seen. Buybacks only on the Slark and the Tiny right now. I don't know if that's enough to defend against 2, 3, maybe even 4 heroes of 496 to get a team fight. And here they go. They're going to be looking for the pick. They will have RP in a few more seconds. It looks like they're getting pinged out. I believe they spotted someone use a spell here. Maybe it was the Aegis or the burn. I think it was Radiance Burn that scouted him out. Yeah, it totally is Radiance Burn. Scouted him out in the smoke. Very good spot there by Nando. That's a really high level play. Next level play here. Man, this Kill UA is just not able to land a full duration stun with the Abyssal Blade onto Nando. He's timing this Dark Pact so well, and he's almost able to get out of every single one immediately, even including Hex and Abyssal Blade on top. Kind of hard to lock down a Slark, especially when he's so slippery like this, but needs to get done. It's going to be the only way they're really able to kill the team. They even got Butterfly up on him, so it's going to be having some quite nice evasion here. And he's actually gotten the Essence Shift duration. This has been nerfed recently, but we're going to see it do some really great work here as they will spot 458 here. Smoke not going to break yet, although there's going to be the Shadow Blade. Into the base they go, and they don't have sentries here. This could be really bad for them. Nando positioned behind them. They have all the ultimates up. Red's going to be the first one to get spotted here. Onto the backline they go. There's going to be the RP as well as Abyssal Blade both getting dropped. They will find the kill into that BB, but however, Nando is still here. There's going to be the Shadow Dance as well. They have found Red. Going to be pump faking with the Hope Stomp. Finally will drop it. Will land a decent stun. Hammer getting dropped, but not enough to kill on the Slark either. Down goes Red. No buyback on him either. Now 458 in a real big trouble as well. He's going to try and turn Manfight his way out of this, but he's going to get tossed up, down. Give him another toss, Van. Oh, the Hex is there, though. Will he live? It's going to be close. Looks like he will just be able to escape as Nando is just finishing off your tanky backliners, gladly taking all of this essence up to only 1920. Now make that with Killiue now back isolated in the Sprout, stuck in the middle. Will finally at least get off a nice Abyssal Blade, but immediately the save coming out from Eris with the Decrepify. And with no creep in the base, they're going to be forced to back, but a pretty decent fight. You know, RP was blown there. Lots of ultimates blown. Stampede. Sanity's Eclipse dropped as well. And no kills onto this Signal Ultra team. They might just go straight back in. Ooh, that could have ended up so much worse for Nando there had they actually had more detection in the base, but it wasn't there. They weren't ready for it. He was able to get the jump onto the back lines. Here they go. Life Signal just permanently rooted, it seems, as he gets banished now. Cannot Dark Pack that one off, and now they're going to start focusing down on this Pugna. He will get sprouted, blinking out into the trees. Now hexed up is going to be Slark in a bit of trouble. Very little mana. 24 int stolen already, basically off of him. Where has he gone? There's going to be Snakes popping back out onto Nando. Might be in a bit of trouble here. Van also falling quite low. There's going to be the stun coming through. Nando still was going to be regenerating up a bit in the Shadow Nest, leaving one barracks, just one barracks standing. Killiue again getting sprouted here, letting Grims being able to escape, and they're going to probably get a clean back out from this, it looks like. With 4 heroes finally respawning, 496 rather, just can't seem to lock down any of these heroes. They're just getting locked down themselves. There's not enough Force Staffs to go around. And I say that, I think they got like 3 or 4 Force Staffs on this team. Let me take a look. Got one on the Rubik, one on the Centaur, one on the OD. I think you need one on the Magnus too. They need, you do have one on them. Just kidding. You don't have one on the Magnus yet. But you do have, this looks like an MKB, which is going to help a whole lot here onto Killiue. As Roche will get taken quite quickly. Refresher Shard onto the Slark, so suspect we'll probably see a very, very long Shadow Dance duration here. Doesn't have the MKB yet. Needs to save for buyback. Still needs a little bit more, but at least it is off of cooldown. Let's take a look at the buyback status now. About 200 gold needed. Everyone on Radiant will have it, or will have it in about 10 seconds. And we're still a little bit far off. OD still needing well over 1,500 gold, and there's just not that much farm on the map. It looks like he's picked up the Sasha. Sorry, the Kasha. The Yaya, would you call it, maybe? Anyway, he's picked up a K and Y here. But so there's other big items here in the pool. Grims having his Lotus Orb. E-Blade up as well, as they completely T-Tours of my life. They're going to be able to get the solo kill onto Juan. Just hoof stomp into the Scythe of Ice, into the A-Blade, perfectly CCing him there. And what is the team doing here? Oh, Signal, they're going to try and end this game. They're going to try and rather get the Mega Creeps. The RP is there. That's going to blow off the entire duration there. Barely escapes with his life there. Very lucky from Kim. Slight mistiming on the OD does not catch Kim in the hammer drop, but they still will get the Mega Creeps. And now in a lot of trouble is going to be Pugna, who will die. They do at the very least get 3 kills out of this push, including one on Nando. But they all got buyback, and you're going to get some Megas pouring into the base now. Very good RP coming out. It's going to force the entire duration there out of the Ember Spirit. But this Lincoln Sphere, oh, he had Aegis too, but that's going to be a hard kill regardless. But with, you know, BKB on the first life, it makes it really possible for you to lock down that Ember for a second life, considering he has no BKB. Would have been really close. A potentially very dangerous play there. 24 stolen int here on the OD. It's going to be a very tough game here. 496. Last game they tried to hold against Mega Creeps, and this time they'll have to do it again. The only difference is this time it's 30 minutes later. Straight down mid they go. Killiue will be joining them from the top lane, and the tier 4s are exposed. They're going to have to force out some buybacks here as well as get some kills. Grims is going to be first, but straight onto the tier 4s they go. There's going to be one. Looks like they're going to wait 10 seconds, so we can have a buyback on the Slark as well. Van pops his BKB. Not going to find anything too crazy out of this one in the tier 4s. Under siege here. The side lane's pushing out, but not fast enough as Kim going to try jumping here onto the back lines. Now they're going to get this Stampede out. Where is Nando? He's not going to be anywhere close, but they will find Killiue. They've isolated him back out. However, it's going to be Van in a little bit of trouble as well as Killiue. Not going to be able to find anything to infest. He's dead. Does have the buyback at the very least. They at least get the Aegis. Killiue buying back immediately in this fight. As look, keep your eye on this. Mega Creeps coming into the base now. Who is left? Daddy trying his best to TP out. Now OD in a lot of trouble here. He goes down. He has no buyback. Dead for 90 whole seconds here as Centaur now in a whole lot of trouble. Red tried his best to save his teammate, but instead he just might end up dying as well. You're only making it worse, says Eris. And now 2 dead with no buyback. You have 3 alive. You still got your RP. You might be able to steal a miraculous spell here, but Signal looking to make this a 2-1 here as they charge right back down mid. 30 total Essence Shift here on the Slark, and in they go. The Megas will be assisting them. No buybacks on any of these cores. Over 1,000 gold off, over 500 gold off here, and Killua trying to do whatever he can. Just managed to land a bash. Van getting tossing him up in there. There's an ice RP, but he's rooted down in place. He can't use skewer. Buyback immediately on 1, but Van already finding the kill onto him. No RP. RP blown already, so they can't really find anything. Killua getting kited around in the back line, almost finding the kill onto Prophet, but not yet, really. And now you're going to have a fight splitting up into 2 as Lifestealer trying to find someone. They find the dieback kill onto the Magnus, but the throne exposed. Means that Nando and company will go ahead and nuke it down. GG is called. Signal Ultra able to run that right back down mid and finish that one off. Look at a dead Magnus down below the throne. Oh, Signal. A convincing game 2 just gave them the momentum they needed to finish off game 3 here. It seemed Nando on the Slark absolutely popping off. This man very hard to control on the between the dark packs. He was just timing those perfectly to leave Signal Ultra moving on to the upper bracket grand finals here in the Rampage series season number 5. What a game. Ooh, that's only our first best of 3 of the day, guys. Stick around, we got way more awesome Dota coming at you. Coming up next will be Neon versus Detonator. That's going to be another upper bracket semi-final who will decide who's going to go up here against Signal Ultra in the upper bracket final. Now though, 496 sent down to the lower bracket where they'll have to play, we'll see. The lower bracket needs a little bit more development to see who they'll be playing, but for now, guys, we're going to go to a short break, but stick around. Neon versus Detonator coming right up